Welcome, everybody, to another wild ride in the world of celebrity drama, where the headlines are hotter than a summer day in Nashville, and today, we're diving headfirst into the buzz that's got everyone talking. Blake Shelton's supposed clash with Jenna Bush Hager on the set of Today with Jenna Friends. That's right, folks, the country music superstar, known for his laid-back charm and quick wit, reportedly found himself in a heated exchange with the ever-bubbly Jenna Bush Hager, and if the rumors are true, it was tense enough to spark whispers that Blake might be done with the Today Show for good. Now, before we get too carried away, let's set the stage. Blake Shelton, the guy who's won over millions with his chart-topping hits and his larger-than-life personality on The Voice, isn't exactly a stranger to the Today Show. He's been a frequent guest, charming the socks off hosts like Hoda Kotb and Jenna Bush Hager with stories about his music, his marriage to Gwen Stefani, and his down-home Oklahoma roots. Jenna, on the other hand, is the heart and soul of Today with Jenna Friends, bringing her Texas charm and infectious energy to every segment. So, what could possibly go wrong when these two larger-than-life personalities share a stage? Apparently, a lot. If you believe the headlines screaming about a fiery confrontation and Blake storming off the set. The internet's been ablaze with clips and snippets, some claiming Blake walked out mid-show, others saying it was just a tense moment that got blown out of proportion. But here's the thing, daytime TV thrives on drama, and a clash like this, it's pure gold for ratings. So, let's unpack what might have happened. According to some sources, Blake was on the show to promote his new album, for recreational use only, and things started off light-hearted, with Jenna and guest co-host Erin Andrews tossing softballs about his music and his life with Gwen. But somewhere along the line, the vibe shifted. Maybe Jenna asked a question that hit a nerve via something about Blake's time on The Voice, his rivalry with other country stars, or even his personal life. Or maybe Blake, known for his playful sarcasm, fired back with a quip that didn't land right. Whatever it was, the exchange reportedly went from friendly banter to awkward tension faster than you can say yeehaw. Some reports even claim Blake called out fake allegations on air, which, if true, would have turned the studio into a pressure cooker. Now, I've got to be real with you, a lot of these stories come from YouTube videos and clickbait headlines, and some of them scream digitally generated or heavily edited. So, we need to take it with a grain of salt. Could this be a case of the media hyping up a nothing burger to get views? Absolutely. But there's no denying that Blake's got a strong personality, and Jenna's not afraid to push buttons with her playful probing. If there was a clash, it might have been less about personal beef and more about two big egos trying to steer the same ship. And let's not forget the exit rumors. The idea that Blake would swear off the Today Show seems like a stretch after all. He's been a regular for years, even popping up in fun video calls with Hoda and Jenna to reminisce about old times. But in the world of showbiz, perception is everything, and a public spat, even a minor one, can snowball into something much bigger. Imagine Blake, frustrated by a question he didn't like, giving a sharp comeback that left Jenna flustered. The audience picks up on the vibe, social media starts buzzing, and suddenly, we've got Blake storms off, trending on X. It's not hard to see how a small moment could get amplified into a full-blown scandal. And let's talk about X for a second. The posts there are going wild, with users like EdoSageKid sharing links to videos claiming Blake walked off the set. But X is a mixed bag, folks. It's a place where fans, trolls, and clickbaiters all mingle, so we can't treat those posts as gospel. Still, they give us a sense of the public's pulse, and right now, people are eating this drama up. Could this be a publicity stunt? Maybe Blake and Jenna are in on it, playing up the tension to get us all talking about his new album. Or maybe there's real bad blood, and Blake's ready to say adios to daytime TV. Either way, the Today Show's producers are probably loving the attention, because nothing says must-watch TV like a good old-fashioned celebrity showdown. So, what's the truth? We might not know until we get more footage or an official statement. But one thing's for sure, this story's got legs, and it's running faster than a jackrabbit in a dust storm. Stick with me, because we're just getting started peeling back the layers of this juicy Hollywood tale. Alright, Let's dig deeper into this Blake Shelton and Jenna Bush Hager saga, because the more we look at it, the more it feels like we're watching a soap opera unfold on live TV. If you're just joining us, the buzz is all about a supposed explosive clash on Today with Jenna Friends, where Blake Shelton, the country music kingpin, and Jenna Bush Hager, the queen of morning show charisma, went from friendly banter to what some are calling a full-on confrontation. The rumor mill's churning out stories of Blake storming off the set, with headlines screaming about exit rumors and a heated altercation that left viewers stunned. But let's pump the brakes and ask, what really went down? The Today Show is no stranger to lively moments after all. It's a place where hosts juggle everything from cooking segments to celebrity interviews, all while keeping the energy high and the smiles wide. Blake's been a part of that world for years, popping in to talk about his music, his bar, LA Red, or his swoon-worthy romance with Gwen Stefani. Jenna, meanwhile, has a knack for asking questions that are just personal enough to get a reaction, but usually, it's all in good fun. So, picture this, Blake's there to plug his new album, maybe feeling a little tired from a long press tour, and Jenna's doing her thing, trying to keep the segment spicy. Maybe she teased him about leaving The Voice or poked at something personal, like his life in Oklahoma versus Gwen's glitzy LA world. Blake, who's never been one to shy away from a snarky comeback, might have fired back with a comment that came off sharper than intended. Suddenly, the studio's vibe shifts, the audience feels the tension, and the cameras catch every awkward glance. Some reports claim Blake got so fed up that he walked off mid-show, leaving Jenna to pick up the pieces. Others say he stayed but made it clear he wasn't happy, maybe even calling out the media for fake allegations about his career or personal life. Now, here's where it gets tricky. A lot of these stories come from sources that feel a bit shaky. YouTube videos with titles like Blake Shelton Walks OFF Live Show are racking up views, but some admit to being significantly edited or even digitally generated. That's a red flag, folks. It's possible the whole thing was a minor misunderstanding that got blown out of proportion by clever editing or clickbait headlines. But let's play devil's advocate and say there was real tension. Blake's a guy who's built a brand on being authentic, and if he felt like Jenna was pushing too hard or the show was staring into gotcha territory, he might have pushed back. And Jenna, she's no shrinking violet. She's got that southern grit, and if Blake came at her with attitude, she probably gave it right back. The result, a moment that felt like a wildfire on live TV. But the exit rumor said that's where things get really juicy. Some are saying this clash was so bad that Blake's done with Today for good, maybe even swearing off morning shows altogether. That seems like a leap, especially since Blake's been a regular on the show, even joining Hoda and Jenna for fun segments like that video call where he reminisced about thinking he and Hoda could have been a thing back in the day. He's got a history with the Today crew, so walking away entirely would be a big move. But in the world of celebrity, perception can be a career-defining force. If fans and ex-users are buying into the narrative that Blake's fed up, it could shape how he's seen moving forward. Speaking of X, the platform's lit up with posts about this, with some users sharing clips and others speculating about what really happened behind the scenes. One post from @OsageKid claims Blake walked off, linking to a YouTube video, but we've got to be skeptical. X is a hotbed for rumors, and not every post is the truth. Still, the chatter shows how much people love a good celebrity feud. Could this be a publicity stunt to hype Blake's album or keep Today in the headlines? It's not out of the question. The entertainment world thrives on manufactured drama, and both Blake and Jenna are savvy enough to know how to play the game. Or maybe it's real, and there's genuine bad blood brewing. Either way, the fallout's got everyone talking, from the studio audience to the Twitter sphere. X sphere. As we keep digging, one thing's clear. This story's got more twists than a country ballad, and we're not done unraveling it yet. Now that we've set the scene and poked at the rumors, let's zoom in on why this Blake Shelton and Jenna Bush Hager clash is hitting such a nerve with fans and why it's sparking all these exit rumors about Blake and the Today Show. If you're still with me, you're probably as curious as I am about how a simple morning show segment turned into the talk of the town. Let's paint the picture again. Blake's on Today with Jenna Friends, probably expecting a fun chat about his new album, for recreational use only, or maybe a light-hearted story about his life with Gwen Stefani. Jenna, ever the pro at keeping things lively, is steering the conversation, maybe with Erin Andrews by her side as a guest co-host. The Today Show's all about those feel-good vibes, right? But something went off the rails. According to The Buzz, what started as a typical interview took a sharp turn into tense territory. Some say Jenna asked a question that rubbed Blake the wrong way, maybe about his departure from The Voice after 23 seasons, or perhaps something about his rivalry with other country stars, like that time he called out a fellow artist on social media for something unrelated. Blake's known for being outspoken, so if he felt cornered, he might have clapped back with a comment that turned the mood sour. There's even talk that he accused the media or maybe even Jenna herself of spreading fake allegations, which would have cranked up the drama to 11. The wildest versions of the story claim Blake straight up walked off the set, leaving Jenna to smooth things over with that signature Bush family charm. But here's the kicker. A lot of these claims come from YouTube videos that seem more about clicks than facts. Some of them are flagged as significantly edited, which makes you wonder how much of this is real versus how much is just clever cutting to make a normal moment look explosive. Let's break it down logically. Blake's a seasoned pro. He's been in the spotlight for decades, handling everything from tabloid rumors to live TV gaffes. Would he really storm off a show like Today over a single question? Maybe if it was deeply personal or caught him on a bad day. Jenna, meanwhile, is a master at keeping things upbeat, but she's also not afraid to lean into a spicy moment if it makes for good TV. If Blake pushed back, she might have doubled down, leading to that awkward tension everyone's talking about. And then there's the audience reaction. Fans watching live or catching clips online would have picked up on any weird vibes immediately, and in the age of X, a single awkward exchange can explode into a viral moment. Posts on X, like one from @OsageKid, are fueling the fire, sharing links to videos that claim Blake walked out. But we've got to be careful, those posts aren't proof, just pieces of a puzzle that's still missing half its pieces. The exit rumors, though, they're the real head-scratcher. The idea that Blake would ditch Today entirely seems far-fetched when you consider his history with the show. He's been a guest multiple times, talking about everything from his music to his wedding to Gwen, even sharing sweet stories about writing her a song called We Can Reach the Stars. He's got a good rapport with the Today crew, especially Hoda, who he's joked around with in the past. So why the talk of him walking away for good? It could be that fans and media are reading too much into a heated moment, or maybe Blake's team is letting the rumors simmer to keep his name in the headlines. After all, his new album just dropped, and nothing sells records like a little controversy. Another angle, the Today Show itself. Morning shows live for these kinds of moments, irreal or exaggerated, because they keep viewers glued to the screen. If Blake and Jenna did clash, the producers probably saw dollar signs, knowing it'd get people talking. But let's not rule out the possibility that this is all a big misunderstanding, hyped up by a few overzealous YouTubers and ex-users looking for their 15 minutes of fame. Whatever the case, this drama's got us hooked, and it's a reminder of how fast a single moment can spiral into a full-blown Hollywood spectacle. Stay tuned, because we're not done digging into this country-fried controversy just yet.